Hi, I'm Casey Clark and I'm doing my presentation on internet security, and my friend Justin here will be assisting me on this endeavor. And I will be presenting to the class, which is option 1, and I'm going to present this argument to the class covering everything from ethics to morality to internet privacy and ways that you can actually take steps to avoid being intruded by everyone in the world, between Russian hackers, communists, or the guy next door that wants to know your address or your number. And I'll do this by referencing my favorite news channel. So we'll have to take it with Bill Billington on our next step here. Good morning, this is Montel with the Alphabet News, and we will take you now live with Bill Billington at our mobile studio site. Take it away, Bill.
Okay, so I'm now sitting here with the Dr. Seymour Kuntz. He is an expert on, what is it again?
I'm an expert on computers.
You're some kind of nerd, right?
Yes, that is correct.
Okay, so I take it the name doesn't actually draw any sort of conclusion into your day-to-day life.
I actually refer to myself in binary code. It's actually 01100.
Okay. Anyways, so what is it exactly you wanted to elaborate on?
So basically, I'd like to elaborate.
You hold the microphone. My arms are getting so tired. This isn't. Just take it.
See if I have the strength. It's been a while. All right. So basically, what I expertise in is data. Everything to do with data, the whole World Wide Web of data, and where the data actually comes from. So basically, every time you log onto Facebook, every time you log on to Google, these things are tracked. And every time that you click on these websites, every time you like your favorite chocolate panda creating a Facebook page, these things get sent to other websites because it's not technically your property. Once you signed up for Google and gave them your website information, you gave them your login, you gave them your name, you gave them your address, you gave them, you might as well just give them your wife. You give them so much information. It blows my mind.
I mean, I guess you really wouldn't know much about that, but can you elaborate? What we never got the question answered. What is a cookie?
All right, so basically what a cookie is a bit of information or a footprint that you leave on the interwebs. Every time you go around, you just leave little cookies everywhere.
You pick it up.
You pick up cookies everywhere, saying that you were there. You left your little sand. You grabbed your little sand of cookies, and basically you let everyone know you were there. Just let all the Russians in the world know that you're there. So what I'm trying to get at here is that when you kids are logging into these websites, creating these profiles, you're giving them your information, and they can sell it to outside providers. They can sell it to whomever they want. Technically, I wouldn't even say the government's your biggest worry, because these websites that are petitioning to keep the government out of their business is really then just giving them more free way to not be regulated. So if the government steps in and see they're selling their data to the North Koreans, I think that the government would stop them from doing that. I mean, I wouldn't even know.
That is quite true. So what's with the goggles?
Honestly, it just keeps my eyes moisturized, and I just don't like losing eye moisture, and it just keeps them in, you know?
It's kind of gross.
As we speak right now, it's actually getting fogged up. Just as your screen is getting fogged up with cookies currently right now from everything you're clicking on. Just as I cannot see through these glasses right now, your website browsing history is just accumulating so much data and a footprint. It blows my mind. Basically, anyone can track you where you are. If you're afraid of someone finding out that you're a restaurant, then maybe you shouldn't post a picture of the hamburger you just ate, because I guarantee you someone recognizes it, where it came from, and they will find you.
Chester's.
Yeah, honestly, I don't get out much, so.
Okay. Anything else you'd like to add on to that?
I guess I'd just like to add on to the fact that no one is safe, and as of right now, there's really no laws when it comes to monitoring and internet morality and ethics. We really haven't clearly defined that. So the best thing I can probably say to you right now is that you have no rights. If you want to stay away from people seeing where you are on the internet, you're going to go have to find yourself a nice box somewhere that's about 50 meters thick with missile-proof concrete and no windows, because that's the only way you're going to have your own decency about yourself and your privacy, because you're just not going to find it.
Yeah, really let you roll on there. So anyways, that's about it. You heard it straight from the source, Mr. Seymour Kuntz. Thank you, sir. Let me get back to you in the studio, Montel.
Can I get your number?
No.
They hang out?
No.
Okay.
All right, thank you, Montel. I'm actually out here in our mobile studio here, which vaguely looks a lot like our at-home studio, but I'm out here on the outskirts of San Antonio, and I'm here today with a local farmer and artist who takes pig toenails and turns them into art pieces. So I'm right here with Mr. Martin Scorsese here today, and I'm going to get him talking to you right now. Just let me get his microphone set up. Okay. Okay, so once again, I am here with Mr. Scorsese. Now, can you remind me what it is you do here?
And basically, I just take the pig toenails and I sculpt them. And like my favorite one, I did a reenactment of the ball scene in Princess Diaries with all pig toenails.
Beautiful scene, beautiful scene.
It was a wonderful team.
Now I was always under the impression that pigs grew hooves.
You know, I'm actually not too familiar with the anatomy of a pig. Honestly, I just find the little rascals and I wrangle up them toenails, put them in a box, and I just make things.
Okay, that is quite interesting. So once again, so what is it that we're doing here today? Why am I here talking to you? How do you run your business? How do you sell your sculptures?
Well, I use the internet to sell my sculptures. I use a Forum. Yes.
What was that?
A Forum to sell them.
Okay, so you use this full room to sell them. Now, what is the process of doing that?
Basically, online, I set up a database. Don't know what that is, but I set up a database and I use this forum to communicate with my pig's feet constituents.
Now, it just occurred to me he's saying forum.
Yes.
Forum. Anyway, so what do you do on this forum?
Basically, what I do is I have people log on to this forum, and when they send me their information to actually buy these pig's feet sculptures from me, well, I just take their data and I really just sell it to anyone who asks me.
Okay, so what does this process entail? You're taking their data. How do you go about this?
Really, it's simple. I just they send me their address, their name, and I even get their name, and I'll go find their Facebook. I'll find their address. I'll find where they live. Sometimes I just go by and I look in their window.
And why would you do that?
It's really fun to me, and honestly, I just haven't been caught yet by anybody, and I don't know if it's legal or not. I've only kept a couple of the people to myself, and that's it.
I think we've taken a very strange turn with this interview here. Here I was saying we were talking about sculptures. Now we're talking about kidnapping. So please continue. Where are they? Where are the people?
Well, thankfully, short time soon enough, you'll know exactly where they're at. You will, and you didn't even have to log on. You just had to visit my house, and you're gonna find out all my secrets.
And how are we gonna find out these secrets? Can we find out where you live on this forum?
Well, just from right now, from just talking to you, Mr. Bill Billington, I already know you have 3 children, live at 1352 Meadowlark Lane, San Antonio, Texas. And right now, I have one of my sidekicks looking in your house right now. Let me tell you right now, you got a pretty wife.
Okay, so we're gonna get back to you, Mr. Montel. I'll be right back. This is Bill Billington, pig toenail farmer.
Yes, sir. All right. Well, thanks again from hearing from Mr. Seymour Kant and Mr. Scorsese. What an interesting group of guys we found out there in the mobile studio. Well, thanks to Bill Billington. He properly educated us on the facts when it comes to internet security and privacy and what defines the realm of that and ways you really aren't as secure as you think you may be at home, and that everything you do is probably tracked on the internet in some way, shape, or form via smartphone, your Facebook, your laptop, computer, probably at the bar. Just giving away your information to people can really zero in on many things and many aspects of your life that maybe you don't want people to know. And hopefully through these lessons learned from Mr. Kant, Mr. Billington, and Mr. Scorsese, you can apply these things to better define what you are comfortable with in terms of your privacy and your security at your home. This is Montel / Casey Clark reporting from the Alphabet News.